Yo, ladies and gents, the boys are back. Wow, long overdue, fam.
Too long.
Victorious, up in the Granite State. Your boy Javier
Yeah,
down
we're
here
here,
in
baby.
Massachusetts.
Slump.
Back again, Rip Pod in the house, episode 95, man. We appreciate everyone joining us. It's October 10th. We're recording almost 10 o'clock at night. Man, so much has transpired, fam.
A lot has
sports
happened.
world, out of the sports world, traveling, restaurants, getting together with family.
Yeah.
Life has been happening. So
For sure, fam.
it feels good to be back. We got the beer going on, fam. You looking good. I like, we just
darker
live,
shade. Right.
Live free or die over there. That's what we're about. Rip Pod in the house, man. We appreciate everyone joining us. We've still been engaged with the people. Still been throwing out some comments that the people have been liking, fam. You throw
fam, you just sometimes you throw a comment out, you don't know if you're gonna come back to that.
Wow. Sometimes you might eat it, right? Sometimes you might get that back. But
internet surprised me today.
The engagement's still been out there with the people, man. So we appreciate all that. It's been awesome, man. Always appreciate it. We're back in the house, man. Ready to talk sports. We're gonna get the Revs, give you the update. We got a couple games left in the season. Pat's been going off. I mean, I don't even know what to say about the Pats.
I don't either, fam. Honestly,
fat beat down at home against.
I don't know if it's Bill Belichick or Bill Biden. I don't know what's going on here.
We'll hit up. Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. Even like I said, the polls out there. There's people spoke on that.
Like a robot coach.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. We'll hit fantasy. The fantasy streets have been popping off. Lots of injuries in the fantasy streets. We've had lots of action in the DK league too.
It's like injuries have been just crazy. Turf stuff. Stuff. Ugh.
Crazy. Yep. The London trip, all that, man, so much going on. Got wrestling, of course, fam. You can fill us in there. I've been out of the wrestling streets a little bit. We'll catch up with our, the college scoop too. Let's look at Don squad out there, WestCon. Let's look at the homie Costa, see what they're doing. I saw they played tonight. I actually watched some of their game a little bit. And then, we'll look at Salem State, those guys. Maybe look at the Rib boys or girls soccer team. We'll hit it all up like we always do. Some OT. Episode 95, fam.
Wow.
We're here.
Talking about some songs, fam, from 95. LaBouche, Be My Lover.
You have a couple?
We
episode 95. We're looking up real quick.
Songs from 95, man. Gangsta's Paradise, Coolio, I Wish from Skilo. Like, come on, what are we talking about here? We're talking about Be My Lover, again, LaBouche. So yeah, man, just too many, fam. Too many. Hit it. Be my lover. It's another one too. Hey Lover by LL. Fam, just too much, man.
Classics,
crazy.
Yo. Episode 95. Yo, thanks again. Yo, let's jump into it, fam. What's been going on before we jump into the Revs? Life has been hitting us. You know what I'm saying? We took a little bit of a break.
Much needed, I'd say, fam.
Just life been going on. Want to hit the people on what's been going on? I'll fill in the people a little bit,
man.
But before we jump into the Revs,
let's see, man. And since we've been out the way, your boy here celebrated 38. Again, another, more life. What they say, fam, like birthday month. Spano's like, yo, you still celebrating, bro? Like, what's going on?
So we do.
Yeah, man. So birthday month, kind of going on. A few other birthdays coming up in October. I know there's a ton of them. Shout out to Tommy, the homie Tommy. He's a listener.
Come
I know
on.
he got a birthday out there in October. A few other heads. Yeah, fam. I'm trying to think what else, man. I mean, goes without saying. Folks probably know who've been in my life. My late grandfather passed. Shout out to the late, Julio William. Drubert, man, man was a legend, man. 90 years old, fam, and Christ, we talked about it. It's like, give us, fam, you're approaching 40. You said, yeah, man, give me 40 more and 10. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's what this man gave us, man. He left, 27 grandchildren, 11 grandchildren. That's I'm one of them, and 27 great grandchildren. And I want to say like 3 to 4 like great grandchildren. So again, just a legacy, man, that this man left behind. And yeah, man, just good to see family, right? Sucks that things like this is what kind of brings you together, but
yeah, for sure,
it's kind of that's kind of the facts of life at times. But yeah, man, shout out to my cousin Miguel, shout out to my cousin Gio, Adrian, Jujo. Yeah, man, miss these guys, love these guys. And yeah, plenty more, but those guys kind of come at the core. Obviously, my father, just all these guys, man. The Drubert family was definitely we were grieving for sure. But this man lives amongst us, fam. So
For sure.
got so much to be grateful for. So many good moments with him and Lucas. But not to go deep off that, but that's kind of been
No, the
that's the real
legacy lives
stuff,
on, fam. The legacy lives on for
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
What a blessing. Like you said, if we get, I'm going to be 40 coming up in a couple, November 6th, little month here or so. And yeah, if I get 40 plus 10, unbelievable. I've had an awesome 40. What a blessing for him. Yeah, and it continues. So good. Love to see that.
Yep.
Stinks, like you said, that's when some people get together, the families get together. And that's how it happens sometimes, But yeah, that's, at least you guys made the best of it, right? That's what it sounds like.
Yes,
And,
sir.
Yeah, onward and upward, man.
And put these guys on the pod. You know what I'm saying? You know how
onward
it is, fam.
And upward,
move in silence, kind of do our thing, but just kind of just putting people on where the where it needs to be. So glad some of those guys have tapped in, and yeah, just keep it moving, baby, keeping it moving.
Nah, from my end, we've had a couple weeks off here. We took a quick trip down to Disney, which was cool. I can get more into that. Kind of later on, maybe in the OT. I got some notes written down about that for sure. Whole experience, flying, traveling, that whole gig. So, and then also, yeah, for real, like I can't even compare because it's weird. I never want to compare humans to animals ever because I think it's a totally separate thing. But our cat died. And I think, people close to us, like you said, they're aware of it. But our cat Max died. We had him for 18 years. Unbelievable 18-year-old indoor cat. And like, it was really. We had him since I'm going to be 40. Basically had him for like half my life. Grew up with him, had a kid. It's like it's wild. He's not here. We had to put him down. Like he was getting like just he wasn't himself. So we took him to the vet a few times. He was definitely his health was getting worse and worse. And it was just that time, unfortunately. But his legacy lives on, fam. We got him. Got a little. Had him cremated or whatever.
For sure.
That whole thing is weird in itself. It's crazy.
Man.
It's crazy. We're not super dog people. Might be dog people later on, but it's not to say we don't like dogs. But it's crazy how you could be so attached to an animal.
Nah, fam.
A cat, it's calling like an idiot for way too long, yo.
Nah, we talking emotions. We talking about snuggle time and like.
So for all the animal lovers, like I get it. Like I said, I never want to compare.
I don't want to talk too much. I don't want to get you choked up. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, So shout out to Max, man. We lived an awesome life. Thankful for Max and
it's a long life, fam. Like 18. Like I've only had cats go up to 8, 9. 18 is I want to say almost unheard of. Fam. So.
Onward and upward, man. Thank you to Max. And like we said, your grandfather, fam.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it, So we're gonna hop into episode 95 on the real right now. We just kept it real. That's how we always do it here on the Revolution Pod. Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Victorious Javier connecting again. It's been too long. People been speaking, asking for it. So let's get into it.
Need it.
Revs fam, what do you we got the end of the season coming up here. I was just looking at some stats here. I got the standings. Basically looking into the playoffs. Miami's been eliminated officially from the playoffs. What do you where are you at? You've been watching you've been watching any games lately? You've been looking at the lineup?
Definitely been looking at the lineups.
What's your take here?
Been catching what little games I can, just life and the bandwidth. But one of the last games I had seen that I thought was a pretty, it was the one that got him into the playoffs. I think it was I don't think it was quite Austin, but it was a home game. I remember Jones had a beautiful cross into our center back there who put it in at the last part of the game. But I'm pretty sure that win put us into the playoffs, and that's kind of where we're at right now. We're in the playoffs with no real understanding of our seeding, even though we got like 2-3 games left. I mean, the state of the Revs is real weird right now. Built off so much from the beginning of the season, and fam, I mean, I know you got some stats on Carlos Hill, our MVP candidate, and truthfully our best player. We talk about him from time and time again. Spaniard coming over from, technically from Europe, obviously goes without saying, but I say that talking about European leagues. This guy's just been phenomenal for us,
Fam, the game that you're talking about was the Revs. We beat Charlotte. It was, DeJuan Jones to Dave Romney. And they put
thank you.
2-1 win, and that put us into the playoffs. Since then, we played against the Columbus Crew, 2-1 loss.
Yep.
And then most recently, we played at Orlando City. That was last Saturday on October 7th. That was actually while I was down in Orlando. My man Dustin was at that game. You know, almost went to that game. He was like, "Yo, I got an extra ticket." I was like, "Woof! I wish I knew that." You know, but yeah,
well, you were close to that one.
talking about maybe attending the game. Maybe next year, try to make some plans for it. But yeah, the Revs left. They have October 14th. They're against Nashville, and then October 21st, last game of the regular season, they're playing home against Philadelphia Union, fam.
I mean, if there's anything to take from that, fam, those are 2 playoff teams. Those are 2 teams that, you know, if you really think about it, I mean, I'm sure they're probably going to play most of their players. It's not easy to just go and just, you know, okay, now you're not playing. Like, you got to get minutes in. You got to have fresh legs. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, I guess you'll see somewhat like 2 competitive games. Maybe a preview. I don't know. I'm just trying to find, again, I'm always saying this, but just trying to find like just positives to kind of build off. I mean, it doesn't look too positive with these last 2 losses. You know, we talked about the coaching change. You know, last time we were on, I know we were making some jokes, busting, you know, on you know, the new coach there. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do we got here, fam? We had some stats there.
Yeah, I had some stats. I'm actually going to bring up those stats that we talked about with Carlos Hill. You know, he scored 2 goals in that game against Orlando City, and you know, it was, you know, a dumpy game. We scored one late in the 90th, but overall, and you can see here on the screen, he's having his best statistical year of his MLS career. 11 goals, 14 assists on the year so far. And we still got a couple games here left in the regular season. Of course, we got playoffs coming up as well.
Those assist numbers, man. Just look at just what this guy does, man.
Yeah, so he's, you know, he really does it. He does it every year. He's been, I think, you know, he's had some injuries, but nothing really that's kind of knocked him out too long. Knock on wood. You know, he's definitely missed a couple weeks at a time. But no, we're kind of looking into the playoffs. Like you said, got some things to clean up here at the end. But, you know, I think we're going to have a decent look. I think we have some good the only thing I'm concerned about, fam, and I'll, you know, the last couple of minutes here, is just like our formation has been weird. We've been playing like some Matt Polster, like at the, you know, defensive back. I don't know what's going on here. I don't.
Sometimes, you know, these coaches be, you know, not to flip the script, but United, but, you know, Manchester United, same idea. They've been playing, you know, Amrabat, who's a center defensive mid at left back. But that seems to be kind of the role. I mean, you look at Polster, he's a center defensive mid. So there must be something where these guys just, you know, have that intangible to go and play defense. My only thought to that, and same thing with United, it's like, well, don't these guys have like some left backs, like some young kids that you would think would be good enough? Because that's where they're really weak at, fam. Is you know, if you look at the backs, I mean, obviously with Brandon By being out, I mean, Farrell's in there, but you know, I don't know. But what do you got here? We got some stats.
I just got the standings up in the East, you know. Looks like we're going to be like in that mid spot. Hopefully we can get a home game, a home playoff, you know,
that would be nice. That would be ideal. Like
that would be tasty. So, yeah, I don't know. We're trying to get the Haverhill Youth Soccer at that last game.
Yeah.
The last game against the Union should be a good crowd there. So be on the lookout for that, fam. But anything else across the Revs, the MLS that you want to hit on? The Bruce thing is still a little shaky to me.
Definitely shaky, and how this whole season ends. Again, it's if they win a title, then you know, Christ, you know, then you fooled me.
Everything is all forgiven, please.
Yeah, literally, you know, like everything we take, like take everything back, like take it all back. But yeah, I mean, I guess one of the other bright spots is this Argentinian, you know, Chancla, fam, Chancla or whatever. Yep. These guys, whatever definitely it is, the initial impact that these Argentinians have when they come up here is pretty phenomenal, and honestly, that's throughout the MLS. Something about these, you know, I don't know what it is, but they go to these. The leagues, the South American leagues, and you know, some good recruiting out there. So we're from Chancla, fam.
24-year-old Argentinian Tomas Chancale, definitely solid. He's contributed a lot. You know what I don't like though, fam? I'll give you one before I leave, or before we get off the Revs. Is why is Bobby Wood not getting minutes?
I don't understand.
Like, why is he? Come on, this guy was
I don't
crushing at the beginning of the year.
The only thing that comes to mind is just, he had so much momentum, and then with anything, once you kind of lose, I mean, and Veroni, not for nothing. I mean, he's been doing. I mean, not, I know, fam, and I'm not even a whatever,
Giacomo.
yeah, Giacomo fam, like, but nah, to go back to Bobby Wood, I don't understand it.
Come on, this guy was manhandling at the beginning of the year. Now all of a sudden we put him on the bench. It's like, come on, give me a break.
Yeah,
and he's like, it's not for nothing. It's like this dude's a world-class forward.
Definitely a world-class forward. Proven in Germany, proven out there in Europe, across the way. Yeah,
seven
even
goals.
it's even weird seeing like having no nothing of speaking of Argentines, just Gustavo Bo. Like, what happened? Just
I don't know. Clean it up, Rebs.
Talk about falling off between Altidore, Bo, and freaking Bobby Wood.
Clean it up, Rebs.
Sad.
Fam, anything else across the MLS before we hit overseas?
Nah. That's it, man. We'll report back once these games kind of
we'll do a little regular season wrap up. Hopefully something to look forward to, and maybe more talk on Haverhill Youth Soccer attending that game. Fam, before we jump across seas, let me get a wrap up on how ISC that ISC matchup against Londonderry Youth Soccer did. What's going on over there?
I mean,
give me the latest and greatest. Where you guys stand? Give me that hot minute here.
Sure. Yeah, no, real quick. Yeah, man, Londonderry U8's up here, fan of the U Travel team. We're 4-0. Had a little matchup against ISC there, and 7-1, fam. And the ISC, they came in. They had numbers, but fam, I don't care what anybody says. I'm taking our Londonderry boys here every time. We've been practicing hard. These guys have been, fam, it's unbelievable to see these little kids just going and doing work. Scoreline 7-1, 6-1. Just we're on a roll.
Good.
We had the
Good
break
vibes.
off. Been practicing, just crazy. We got a new coach in town. Actually, a coach to add to our thing. And then, yeah, man, proud to say my little boy Lucas had 2 goals and an assist. Youngest on the team again, but the fiercest, the mightiest.
Love it.
Yeah, man.
Keep
so
going.
Yeah, more to follow. More to follow, fam. We're on. We're trying to get to 5-0. And we got a team this weekend from Nashua. So looking to bring the noise.
Love it. Keep going, yo. Keep going. I'll be cheering for you guys for sure. I know you and Spano always on the little update Saturdays. I've been, we've been Haverhill Hawks been coming in rough season. Where we finished our last game. It was against Revere. We played them at their place. I think we lost like 0-7, 0-8, something like that. We played them here at our place. It was a home and away, and it was 0-0. I think in the first half. Made us up some substitution change, whatever. 4-0 in the second half. They scored. But our team making strides. We're playing in a tough division. We got there's 14 boys groups in our division or teams in our division. And we're the third hardest group. Excuse me. There's 14 different groups, 14 different boys divisions. U10 boys, and we're in the third hardest one. So there's no joke. We're playing some tough teams, big teams, strong teams, organized teams. We have our work cut out for us week in, week out, but we're getting better. We're developing. We're working on initiating contact. We're working on being more physical, getting our first touch. It's good. And it's going to pay dividends in the long haul. It's tough to take the lumps for sure. Losing stinks, and we're getting handled sometimes. But
it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely tough.
It takes its toll. Everyone's a pro now. Everyone wants to. Everyone's got the suggestions and all that. But we're marching forward. We're making progress, and like I said, we'll probably get readjusted over the break, come into the spring. And we'll make some more moves there. So that's a quick update. More to follow. We got a game at Methuen this weekend. Who you guys got this weekend, fam?
We got a team from Nashua, like Nashua Yellow or something like that.
Nice.
We took care of their other Nashua team. So yeah, I mean, it's a collision course. This other team has also got the same score lines as us. Two 4-0 teams going at it. So more to follow, man. Big one. We're awesome. Again, just practice, baby.
Let's get into it with some MLS skipping across now. We gave you all the domestic update. Let's go to Euro football. What's really good with Man United? We're keeping tabs with them. That's the number one team that we connect with here on this show, fam. The Red
Listen,
Devils. Give us a Red Devil scoop over here. What's going on?
I can only, I'm just gonna go off recent history, right? Recent, results. And the truth is, we snuck out a win that we really had no business getting. But when you got guys like a Scott McTominay, again,
Wow.
born and bred Manchester United, Mancunian as they say. That's that stuff holds weight. This is a guy who, lanky, tall, but he actually got some strength to him. But to see him come off the bench and put two away at the death, it was pretty phenomenal. He said it himself; it was like the best game he's ever been a part of, and he's been in form for Scotland too. But he still hasn't been playing, which is kind of I don't know. Doesn't mean if you're scoring for Scotland, you're going to go and play for United. But what it really comes down to, fam, is and I don't even know if I touched on it, but it was a 2-1 win, over Brentford at home. United had, they're losing 1-0, early on off some just horrible, turnover off Victor Lindelof, who probably played by far the worst game, I've seen in a while from a defender, just with coughing up, that goal and, some other goofy plays. But, I know you got the table up right now, United sitting in 10th. And, they're lucky to even be at 10th. 4 wins, 4 losses. But, if you look at the losses that United have had, we've lost to Tottenham. We've lost to Arsenal. We have also lost to Brighton. And, forgive me for forgetting the 4th team. But, those aren't bad teams.
And I saw something too, Victorious. 20 points in first for the Spurs and Arsenal. And, separated by only 8 points when you go all the way down.
So we've lost we've lost the numbers 1 and 2. We've lost also number 6. Again, we know what Brighton's about.
8 points separates first through 10th. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty tight in the table right now. It's still early.
Again,
yeah. Everyone's only on 8 games here.
Crystal Palace. That was the other team we dropped to. So.
Spurs looking solid. And still too
solid.
like
Ange ball, fam.
And too, fam. Like there's some European competitions going on, fam. It's like, we got that going on with Champions League. I don't know if you want to touch on that a little bit, but
yeah, I mean, we basically, we got rocked in Champions League. I mean, at least for United.
Yeah,
it wasn't even really.
Fam, we're not, I don't even know if we can mess with PSG anymore. I don't even know if we can mess with PSG anymore.
I mean,
all right? Frankfurt, I'll give the people the updates. They're kind of like, I still hold them a little close to my heart a little bit, the Eagles.
Man, listen,
but
man,
we talk about United here. We're talking about Man United on this show. Come on. That's
Newcastle
what we do.
Work PSG. That was crazy. And, hats off to Newcastle. And again, you just love to see it. I mean, the premise just, they're so strong, man. It's so strong. Yeah, United, again, just, lost at home to Galatasaray. It was a tough stretch there. We were going like on our, I think we were, we hadn't even lost at home prior to the season all year last year. And then, we've come in, we've lost 2-3 games, won the Champions League. We're looking at, it's not looking good right now in the Champions League, but still early. Lost to Bayern, lost to Galatasaray, so we're already, 2 games down. But the win versus Brentford was positive. Kind of stinks that we don't have games for another week and a half, 2 weeks. It's going to kind of pause some of that momentum, but when they get back, hopefully they can pick up where they left off. And when I say that, just with winning, because the game was just total shit. I mean, it was bad.
Well,
these guys played so bad, fam. Rashford, Casemiro. People can say whatever they want, fam, about Onana. You guys are all reaching, but it's like, the reality of it is David De Gea, as good as he was, yes, 100%, right? He's making some of those saves that Onana is. But David De Gea is doing those saves over just about anybody in the league. I don't care if it's Onana or not. My whole thing with the whole Onana De Gea thing is that De Gea is going to cough up goals in some way, shape, or fashion. It just may not be in a way that Onana gives them up. But either way, I hear everyone's point. Like, I get it. Like,
What do you?
Onana has not had a good start. It's been very bad.
Yeah, but like I said, it's like we just talked about. It's been 8 games. I mean, obviously Champions League too, so we'll count. We'll say
Yeah.
probably 10, 11, 12
Yeah.
games, whatever. But
not the start. Not the start.
What do you?
He wanted or anticipated.
What's the We'll give a little quick wrap up here, fam, so we can move it into wrestling and kind of look forward to what do you say on what do you see on the horizon for United? Guys coming back from injuries. Do you see Harry Maguire
honestly,
playing a little role?
I don't know.
Surprised Ericsson's not playing more.
Yeah, I mean, Eric said we got to preserve his legs. He's played a lot of minutes.
Is he going to be coming back to the squad?
He's already back. Sancho will not be back. He will not be playing. That's we're gonna lose on that one. This talks of him going to Juventus, big time. It's because he's been hanging out with that other loser, Jesse Lingard. So, talk about ultimate losers. But I like Jesse at one point, but at some point, stuff gets to your head. You just think you're bigger than like the whole moment, and that's a clear case of it. And Sancho clearly, riding off that same energy. I seen them riding together. Come on,
that's why Jesse Lingard ain't playing nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Well, he's about to play for Saudi now.
Yeah, he's out there with that's what I thought.
So is Pogba. Pogba's probably going out there too because they don't care about none of that.
Yeah, they don't care. Be suspended. Sounds good.
You can put goat whatever you want in you, bro. You can inject the blood of like 1,000 wives, and it don't matter.
Let's jump into I don't know, anything else in Europe, fam? Anything else for United? I mean, it's been kind of they got the Bees. They're in 10th right now, mid-table a little bit.
That's really. I mean, still early. Again, just the form of Casemiro and Rashford has definitely been. It's alarming. It's alarming how bad those two guys have been.
Well, the last thing I was going to say too is for Champions League, they at least want to finish third, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, fourth gets nothing, right?
I mean, I get it. Right. I mean, and we're not really in a position to be like losing money. So, right.
I mean, give me, please.
No, I get it.
Give me that Europa trophy.
I just see. Yeah, I mean, there's a part of me too that's like, shit. I don't want to go into that Europa League because it's good. Like, there's some damn good teams, and I just don't. To go from Champions League to Europa. A team like United, I'd be scared.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to see what would happen to them. So, but yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at. I honestly, the state of United is really.
It's mid-table. It's where the team is.
It's mid, fam. It's as mid as it gets. Honestly.
Yes, it is. It's real mid. That's a good way to put it. Still, like we said, still early. 30 games left. Let's jump into the squared circle, fam. Haven't done any bleeding.
Let's go, Mox.
What's up with your man CM Punk? What's going on in the squared circle, fam? Don't make me give you the dusty elbow. Well, let's get a couple minutes. Let's get a couple good minutes for the people. For the hardcore wrestling fans. AEW. I saw like an AEW show that had about like 18 people there. I don't know what's going on with that. We've been saying they're gonna fold for about a year and a half now.
They keep signing stars, man. They keep signing stars, man.
Raw. What do we got?
There's a lot, but to kind of boil it down to the present, fam. I'm just gonna talk about. Fam. It's really where it's at, fam.
School with Mello.
Right now, it's already wrapped up, but
Dominic,
Dom. Yeah, Mello basically he's teaming up with like Cena right now. I mean, I had seen him and Cena just connecting and doing some promo stuff, like being in the locker room with John Cena is just on some other level stuff. Especially for again, some two
Boston
guys.
Heads. Let's go.
It's really it. So that that's kind of where he's beefing with. Again, they kind of got the Braun Breaker thing going back up, but how I look at it is, and I haven't even since we've been on here, Mello's dropped the belt to the Russian guy that I talked about in the last pod. And I think that was where I left off, is that those guys were going to be, wrestling at one of the pay-per-views. And yeah, Mello dropped the belt, but onto bigger things just in terms of the roster, and yeah, kind of, tonight's NXT's got like stars all over it. Cena's there, the Bloodlines all over it.
Nice.
Or at least Paul Heyman. So, that's kind of the NXT piece, the Mello piece. Again, just getting himself more, interjected into the main roster, so to speak. Yeah. So
Is
that's
it
yeah.
worth?
That's.
Is it worth even hitting AEW, or we got a
I
minute
mean,
or two left
honestly,
for the
I'll
WWE? What do you want to do?
for AEW. I mean, I made just a small mention of it, but they signed Edge or Adam Copeland,
Oh yes,
and he's reunited with Christian, and
yep.
I mean, I guess if that's like the excitement for AEW, if that's like the hype, that's what the people are excited about, then good for them, I guess, right? Like again, it's hard for me to it's hard for me to get behind that whole thing. I don't, I'm sure, some folks who
Yeah.
probably listen who really love it. But I'm just, I
What's
guess
I
I'll tune in here and there.
saw
But
Triple H officially taking over all the creative control. Is that how you feeling about that, Finn? We'll give you the last kind of word. We hit on Mello real quick.
yep.
Quick AEW spike to the head.
Yeah, big time.
Jay, I just don't want. Yeah, we got a lot to get into in the second half. So we've been fam. So much.
Yeah.
So much on the table, fam. Wow.
Yeah, I'd say Triple H is doing as good as a job as someone could do in their early reign of being like the top dog. He's brought in Jade Cargill from AEW, which I mean that I've talked about Jade in the past not being like the best, but she's definitely upped her game. Again, just a physical specimen, unlike anything you've seen amongst like the women for wrestling. So I think that's going to be interesting. I don't know. Again, those are just little tidbits, little pieces on the side for wrestling fam that I have. So, but yeah, man,
a couple little appetizers.
That's really it. But
a couple little appetizers. What else? Anything else you want to talk about? Jay, Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns. Give me the last. Give me the last.
Roman,
Come on, we'll give you. Let me count you out, fam.
Yeah, come here, baby. So, Roman's coming back on Friday. I know that, but really, what it comes down to is just Jay's, the main guy on Raw, and Jimmy's like the main guy on SmackDown. And yeah, they're just opposite brands right now, and they're just pretty much splitting those guys until the talk is of WrestleMania. So yeah, more to follow along those lines. But solos with Jimmy and Roman's coming back on Friday, so they'll be all reunited while Jay goes and kind of does his thing on Raw and squashes all the beefs that everyone has had with him throughout his years. So
love it. Little quick, like you said, little appetizer in the wrestling world.
Mm-hmm.
So much to talk about, man. Episode 95. It's been a couple weeks since we've been connected, so we're here talking to the people. Gonna take a quick 5-minute break.
Yes, sir.
Let me refresh this bevy that I got. Let me, fam. We're gonna second half.
Yep.
Little college wrap up. You know what I'm saying? We'll go through all the sports. Talk about the Pats. Talk about NFL. What's cooking there? OT. It's on and popping here. Yo, appreciate all the love and support. Polls have been awesome. Sport's been awesome. We've got that DK game. It's been on. Let's go. Rip Pod episode 95. Victorious in the house. Your boy Javier here.
Come on, 5. Man.
Catch you in a bit here. Peace.
Yep. See you soon.
Yo, ladies and gents, back episode 95. Rip Pod. Your boys are here. Victorious, Javier. Man, we're cooking again. Here we go. Second half. We're gonna get into a bunch of sports, college sports. We'll give you the wrap up. Gonna get into some Patriots. Team looking grimy.
Team sucks.
AF. Fam.
Terrible.
1995. Like I said, episode 95. Some more songs. How about Water Runs Dry?
I think that was his first slow song ever danced.
I can love you like that. I would make you my world. Both heaven and earth. If you were my girl. How about
this gave me chills.
I don't know. Wow.
You are not
alone. Let her cry.
Is that Hootie?
Fall down like rain. It's unbelievable. Episode 95. We're here messing around. Come on. We're cooked in the first half, like I said. Gave you the MLS scoop. Revs looked a little greasy too. See how the season finishes. Prem, United, Red Devils just kind of kicking off. Champions League looking a little greasy, but
mid, fam. Just
definitely mid. But plenty of games left. MLS on the other side. We gave the domestic wrap up here with Londonderry and Haverhill. Give you the I don't know, fam, the little wrestling scoop. Now we're here. What else can we tell the people about just the college wrap up, fam. What you've been talking to Maddie at all? You've been looking at the WestCon. You've been following any of the college programs, fam. What are you seeing?
Honestly, fam, I've been mostly connected. I haven't talked to Maddie. I've been mostly connected just to the soccer streets with Riv and with Salem State. Just kind of just keeping up with those guys.
Love it. What are you seeing? What's your
I
give us
mean,
a scoop?
I'll start with the Riv men's team. Definitely, man. I don't want to say it could be worse because it could be worse, honestly. But I gotta give kind of, I've seen some of the results. They've been closer. I'm sure, I've seen them, get on the scoreboard and, they may cough up a goal, but, definitely some more positive results. I'll just be straight up, can't even hold it back anymore. It's what it really comes down to. You just got to get over that hump in terms of results. You know what I'm saying? I know we got a little bit of a, I guess a personal tie to Coach Hayden, but what it really comes down to is just, we need more. You know what I'm saying? Just as a program, and it's no knock on anyone. It's tough, fam. Conference is tough. But you're looking at some of the results. I mean, 2-1 against Norwich. I mean, I don't even know if I ever came close. Again, Norwich is pretty established program, has been there. So yeah, I mean, they got a big test coming up next against, I want to say, St. Joseph's, Maine. A perennial powerhouse, national powerhouse, I want to say, D3. So definitely doesn't get any easier. New England College is good. I mean, Plymouth, that's actually a pretty decent schedule. They got to, again,
It's no joke.
It's
no
not,
joke, fam.
It's not.
It's not. Yeah, we follow them. We keep up with them. We keep tabs. Of course, you know what I'm saying. You're right in a couple aspects. They could be getting beat down a lot worse. I'll tell you that. But you definitely want to see more out of them. You want to see some goals. You want to see more offensive production. Got a big roster. I feel like I don't know. I don't know. It's
still working. I mean,
still working.
it's 100%. Again, it's not listen, man, being a coach, running a
cheering
program,
cheering them on from afar.
100%. Not an easy thing, but I mean, that's kind of, again, we just touched on it real quick with the Rip. I mean, it seems like they still got a shot for playoffs. I would imagine, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think they're quite out of it.
I would say they got a little outside shot. They probably got some life.
Sure. I think it looks like they even have a better chance than they may have even had from last year when we were covering them, up there in the booth, fam. But are you on the? Is this the men? Is this the women's team?
I just flipped over to the women's team.
So, just, fam, I mean, as you pulled it up for a reason.
8-3-3.
And I mean, just off the bat, to the eyes, 8-3-3 is lovely. Talked to one of our Riv alumni people, listener of the show, tuned in, said they were up at the women's game, checking out the scene. I know they lost tonight 1-0, but from what he saw,
solid product,
just a solid product, and gotta shout it out for what it is, for the Riv soccer program. So
awesome.
Good to see good to see positive on the women's. Definitely want to see more and up on the men's too. So.
Let's jump over, fam. While we're here at Riv, let's jump over to the women's
let's go down.
volleyball squad.
Let's go down to the gym.
Of course, Coach Costa 9-6 overall. We always going to show our support for the big dog. Actually, just texted him a little bit. Watch the game tonight. They played at at home against Plymouth State. Just reopened the gym. Victorious.
I
don't know if you saw any of that.
Seen the pictures.
Got the gym redone. Got the floors. Got that all waxed up, looking sharp. Mm-hmm. And they're back to playing there. They were playing at BG for a little while there, but back in the dune, back in the friendly confines. Took the 3L. Lost tonight. Out of conference game. Plymouth State. No joke. Like I said, I watched a little bit. They were throwing up some crazy plays, some advanced plays. Like they looked really sharp. So. Couldn't say anything bad about that, but shout out to Coach Costa. I know they got some just some solid plays. They're playing a little 6-2 formation. Anybody out there with some knowledge out there, they'll know what that is. But they got two setters in at the same time, front row, back row. So they're able to swap. So they've always got three attackers basically up front. But good things hopefully to come from them. Still have plenty of time left in the schedule. Obviously, October is a big month across the board, fam, for all teams coming up here, all the college teams that we're going to talk about. So
Isn't it like Hispanic month too, fam? Hispanic
Oh, of
X.
course, Hispanic characters. Come on, don't
Yeah, I'm just, yeah, I know it's our month, so I just had
don't
to.
don't be hating like that, fam. And then let's jump over to. I'm gonna bring up Don's team. You know, he's been saying like, yo, they've been playing some solid teams. Of course, they're in that little East, which is a solid conference. Let me bring up the WestCon.
When you say it like that, it makes me think what we're gonna run into like that.
What do you mean?
You're like, oh, it's a tough conference. It's
11-5.
okay.
11-5 right now.
The way
you
were
know?
talking for a second,
Nah.
you made me think they were 5-11.
Nah, they're solid right now. 11-5, rock solid.
You
know
threw
what
it
I'm
out.
saying?
You're like, yo, just so you know, it's a tough schedule. Things might be a little tough.
My fault. Didn't mean to
I'm
throw it out
messing.
there.
I'm messing. I'm
I
just.
saw some of the girls getting I think rookie of the week. They getting some individual awards, but
oh yeah.
they just played Plymouth State
Damn.
actually as
So
well.
what's up with so Plymouth? I mean, not for
Lost
nothing.
3-1.
We're covering
Right.
two programs that not for nothing.
Right there.
Good programs here, right? And it seems like Plymouth State doing work out here.
I thought Plymouth State was in the Little East as well. I did want to mention that, but out of school. But yep, they played them well. You see that the results there. So yeah, no, that looks like they got a game coming up. I don't know what that was canceled about that back then, but they got a game coming up here on Thursday against University of St. Joseph. So yeah, shout out to Don's team. Just look at the roster real quick and some stats, but yeah, I know they've had some award winners and they've been doing a decent job coming up here. They got some. I think everyone's gonna get into, like we said, October, more of their conference stuff, right? Kind of polish off that. So let's get into some kills here. Julia Stoliker, that's her name. Stoliker, that's her name. She's been getting a bunch of awards here, so she's been playing well this year.
Where's she out of?
192 kills. Looks like 3.5 kills a set. Hitting at a 306 clip, which is great. She's out of Red Hook, New York. So
let's go, N1.
Freshman. Yep. 5'11" outside hitter. Perfect. So, yeah, looks like she's having some solid games.
Probably likes chopped cheese.
Here we go. Look at 10 kills, 8. Never. What's
it? Can't
forget the Bev.
It's
shout out.
Probably like, I don't even mess with New York like that.
We need that the Aki way.
For sure.
So, shout out. Looks like she's throwing up some doubles left and right.
Nice.
I'm looking at, big game, 24 kills, 20 digs. She threw up a little 20-20 game, Barbara Walters. So, yeah, shout out. Keep it going.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, we'll follow up.
Julia.
We'll keep following up on Don's team. Keep following up on Jeff's team.
Yep.
We got the Ribs, both soccer programs that we follow. Now let's jump over to the man Maddie's team. What do we got here?
A little out of conference for us here.
Jumped right over to the MassCAC and Salem State men's soccer team. Of course, we had Maddie on the show multiple times, and friend of the show, guest of the show.
Yep.
7-3-2 overall. We talked a little bit before we went hot. Yeah, they of course play a tough schedule all the time. Had a tough one at Bridgewater State, their most recent result. What do you want to hit on the Vikings fan?
I would say honestly, this is the Vikings segment, but I would say that's a super impressive win for Bridgewater. Truthfully, that's at Salem State. No easy task by any means. If you'd seen some of the recent results that these guys had, you see that 1-0 win over Wheaton there. I think they may have even been a shutout in a conference game before that. But yeah,
6-1-4, right, for Bridgewater State, 3-1, sure. Right? So looks like they're right at the top of the conference.
They're at the top, man. So again, they're obviously building off something, and to take a dub at Salem State, definitely again, no easy task. And fam, can you just go up real quick on that? I just want to just kind of just go back to So again, yeah, shutout versus Mass Maritime. Again, look at it. They had 3 shutouts. Kind of some good. Even right there, 4-0. So again, they had that tough loss against Tufts. A bounce back. Again, big win against Framingham. Gordon, pretty solid team. I know they didn't score that day. Yeah, 1-0. So yeah, I don't want to say it's quite a banana skin, for him because
It really is. It's there. It looks like, of course, and that's definitely one of the trademarks of Maddie's teams. One of those teams. One of the things about the Vikings. Yeah, they're tough to score on.
Yeah,
They're gonna you're gonna have to work hard to score against them.
for sure.
So
And
you can
if you got those higher scoring games, it's just one, it's an anomaly, and it's usually countered back with other goals. It's very rare where you see them kind
for
of
sure
mollywopped.
Right. If it's gonna get right, if things are gonna open up, they can play that way too.
Yep.
But I think just in the conference, that's just it's almost like like the AFC. What is it? The AFC with the Ravens.
Yep.
The Baltimore. Cleveland.
Yes.
That division, like, it's just like a tough division,
Yep.
mean, gritty. So that's kind of the style of play. But fam, anything else that you want to hit up on the college wrap up? Any other programs that you follow? Oh, Henry, the homie Henry. I know you were at the program, fam. We follow
for
not
sure.
the college wrap up, but we always hit up Henry. So
we cover U8s, fam. We
bless
cover
us, fam. Let's go.
We cover high school streets, fam. We cover college. Methuen Rangers. They need. I want to say Henry said they need like 2-3 more wins to get into the playoffs, and they got about 7-8 games, maybe 7 now, maybe 6.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, and I'm telling you because I was on the streets with Henry on day one to see where he has I would say taken the program truthfully because it's positive. You can see the boys playing, clicking, playing for him. He's got a good staff. They had a recent, they had a 2-1. I was there in the house on Monday for Indigenous Day. It was a 2-1 loss versus Chelmsford, but hard
Tough program.
Yeah, and Chelmsford is always going to kind of bring it, but.
One that we had to score against, fam. One that I put a couple goals against.
Fam,
Chelmsford.
100%.
That's a fact.
I think I had one of my better games against Chelmsford at home.
We won't get into that.
For
shout out
sure,
Henry, shout out Rangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We're gonna give them our best shot on Saturday. That's for sure. Haber Hawks.
Yeah,
I guess I'm doing regulators
for sure.
Let's go.
You know me. I always bleed blue and gold. So I mean, Christ, I can't even speak now. Brown. see, I'm really blue right now here in Londonderry, so I got a little twisted up. But brown and gold all day, fam. So good luck this weekend. But yeah, nuts for Methuen. Again 2 or 3 more wins, so I know, homies like Louis, homies like Jeff, you know what I'm saying? They out there, I'm sure rooting Henry on, being like, come on, let's go awesome. Rangers. But
let's go.
Let's see.
Always throwing out support, you know what I'm saying? Again, we had Henry on the show, big friend of the show, you already know.
Yep.
Fam, anything else that you want to hit up? Any other programs, any other squads that you're trying to hit up?
Nah, that's really, I mean, that's about it. Any little soccer we can get. I know Spano kind of covers things up in the North Shore. Sometimes they be talking about like Peabody.
Oh, shout out to Tonio too. Yo, Tone's been putting out work over there.
Flag football
squad.
Yep.
You already know. He's
throwing a Sioux. Shout out Ronaldo. You already know, fam. Most celebrated celebration of all time.
I saw some football players doing it. Speaking of, fam. Speaking of, let's jump into this nasty work that the Patriots have been doing. Mac Jones, we threw out the poll like, should he get benched? We threw out the poll. Should we fire Bill Belichick? What do you, fam? What's your feeling? I mean, we just got talk about mollywop. We just got steamrolled by Derek Carr, fam, and the Aints. And what do we take it from here? Like we bring in,
it's pivotal.
Zappy, who we cut. We bring in Cunningham, Malik. Like what do we?
I don't know. I don't think
offensive line is Swiss cheese, fam. Like we couldn't. Nobody could make a like.
There's problems all across the board, and that's from the top down.
Is this really a tank job, fam? What do we? Is this next level? Is this man really playing chess?
One would think that maybe it is a tank job, just considering, at what point do you look at this? Like, there's absolutely zero weapons, on this team. Like, what is, even if we need to, even a guy like Ramondre Stevenson, who, we were hopeful of having nothing.
Something.
It's like, give nothing. Zeke, again, I can't expect anything from him. It's crazy, fam.
Bro.
But the reality, it's like, again, it's the coach, it's the
Bro,
something's got to give, fam. This culture is just it's done for, fam.
I feel like we're playing the oldest, dustiest, crustiest
fam.
football.
Literally, we didn't even talk on it, but the word "dusty" came out of your mouth, and it was already on my brain.
The oldest, crustiest. Like I look at these teams. I look at Miami flying. I look at the Bills. They've been flying for years. All right, Jets even trying to do something. Of course, Rodgers got hurt. Somehow Wilson's still beating teams and still putting it together.
Yeah,
like, Mac Jones, he was like a Pro Bowler, fam, in his rookie year. Like our defense used to be solid. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, talk about taking. We talk about seeing lack of progress. We see, actually decline. We see a complete decline in skills. It's like
it just shows, and it shows.
Yeah,
Look at Pittsburgh. They can. I can't even believe Pittsburgh's 3-2, but like,
yeah, me either.
I don't know. Baltimore, I believe, is 3-2. Jacksonville. It's like, these teams are like young, fam. These teams like get it.
Well, the biggest thing is, we're getting. I mean, again,
look at Denver. They got crusty old Russell Wilson, and look at what they're doing. 1-4.
Yeah, they also got the coach there too. Out there blaming all the players. Like, bro, why don't you take a look at yourself in the mirror? Maybe you suck. Dude was out there telling Russell Wilson to stop kissing babies.
Philly 5-0. Taj. Been talking about Philly all year. Detroit 4-1. It's like, what are we doing? What are the Pats doing, fam?
It's going to be Philly and Niners out west, or whatever out in the NFC to determine that. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be what it really comes down to based off of what we've been seeing recently.
Just
and now in the East, probably going to be like the Chiefs and I don't know. I mean, maybe throw the Chargers in there. I have no idea.
So gross. Just so gross. It's like, yo.
Yeah, Pats are gross. It's tough to watch them on a Sunday.
Pats are in 14th or 15th out of 16.
Disgusting.
In the AFC. Disgusting.
Wow. 80 points given up in the last 2 games. Defense.
And we're not even playing good teams.
No, we're not.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not good.
Just disgusting.
Yeah, very, very bad. Very bad.
Oh, man.
Sad state of affairs, man.
Fam, it is really sad. It's a sad state of affairs. Mac looks, like I said, the O-line looks trash. We don't get any pressure on the other side. Like, there's nothing in the trenches. We've had tough injury luck. Christian Gonzalez was looking good. All of a sudden, gone for the year. Boom.
Yeah. Now we got what? Deion Jackson back?
We made this move for J.C. Jackson, right?
J.C.
I've got him back from San Diego, but yeah, it's like, what weapons we have? Ramondre, like we said, we like hoping, but like, if your line is trash, and if it's like the other team's teeing up every time.
Yeah.
What weapons we got? We got no wide receivers.
I mean, I would even say like, okay, our defense is kind of like our X factor. Like, say that's kind of what got us through the season last year, right? Is some big defensive plays, whatever, but now even that's gone out the wheelhouse. So that's where it's like, well, Belichick, that's your bread and butter, brother. And so I guess maybe being a GM maybe has never really been his bread and butter, but more than ever, it's showing. Like, bro, you can't. You clearly don't know how to be a GM, and clearly, you know what I'm saying. When it comes to putting things on the field, it ain't working. Bill O'Brien, he ain't doing it.
Fam, we threw the poll out there. Should the Patriots bench Mac Jones? We got 14 votes and 12-4. Yes, bench him. 2 said don't bench him. All right, so the people have spoke, fam.
Yeah, that's popular opinion right there.
And then, should the Patriots fire Bill Belichick? We had 10 votes for the people, from the people, I should say. 4 for yes, fire this man. 6 for no. I don't know. It's just that's basically what they talk about. Mid. The Patriots wish they were mid.
Yeah, fam. They're not right. They're not mid. They really at the bottom, fam.
Give me what you think. We're playing the Raiders coming up here. What do you think? Can we beat the Raiders?
I mean, they're I want to say they're just as terrible, but they haven't been great either. I don't know. I mean,
at Las Vegas, the Sunday 4-5. What do you think?
Nah. I'll say Raiders. Like, I don't know.
That's a loss.
I'd say like 20 to like 10 Raiders.
It's gross.
It's like that,
gross.
Right? You might get a field goal. 20 to 3.
Yeah, it's like 23 to 13. Hopefully we
not
can
a
put
Patriots win, unfortunately. But love to sit here and say it. Just not good.
Things have changed.
Things have changed.
Damn. What else? You seeing anything across the league? Let's get into a quick little update with the fantasy league before we give the people the OT. We'll take off episode 95. Maybe give a couple more songs from 1995. I believe love is the answer. I believe.
I hate that song. I absolutely hate that song. Song's terrible. Such
Man,
a
what's the scoop with your fantasy league? What's going on? Your team is in last hand. We got the sleeper league with Steady and these cats.
Honestly, that sleeper league has been just like an absolute nightmare for me.
8 people in there. I'm in 7th, you're in 8th.
What's crazy to me is we had like a week to figure that out. Like, right? Like we had chances to like sleep on those. Like when I say sleep on those picks, fam, literally like you could sleep on the picks.
I liked it. I
loved it. Honestly, I'd do it again, and maybe I won't.
I liked it.
I think I don't know what the hell I did, but I'm in 8th. You're in 7th.
I was just gonna say you have this. I'm gonna bring up the standings right now. But
please.
You're in two leagues, right?
I'm in 2 leagues, and truthfully, in the league where I'm 3-2, I should probably be like maybe 1-4, but.
Sleeper league. This is a steady league. Coutinho, he's 5-0. Kyle, 3-2. Clint, 3-2. Matty Dub, 3-2. Steady, 2-3. Drosy, 2-3. Javier, 1-4. Victorious, 1-4.
Damn, you're really 1-4.
I'm 1-4. I have the second most points for, and I'm in 7th place. So that's a quick update. Coutinho been talking shit.
A lot of shit.
This whole year. So yeah, I guess he's got the right to though. He's 5-0, sitting pretty. More to follow on that, fam. What do you got? What do you got for your 2 leagues, fam? Give the people the quick scoop.
So yeah, I mean, I got my first win in that sleeper league over Andriozzi, so that was nice. So I actually got me in a win column. In the other league with the homies, yeah, I mean, again, I'm in 5th. I'm at 3-2. I lost over this past week, and I got a big matchup this weekend against Netflix and Hill. I hate going up against teams where I have the quarterback and they have the wide receiver.
That's the worst.
And I got Tua and he's got Hill. So you already know, Tua's going to get like 45, but Hill's going to get like 75. And yeah, it's going to be like probably like a 30-point difference when you think you're the one. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that for that reason alone, honestly.
Yeah, that's tough to swallow sometimes for sure. What about your other league? Or who's anybody doing well in that league? What's the other?
Yeah, so in that league, you talking about for like the players on my team or dudes in the league?
Like how? Yeah, I mean, like, who's standing out for your squad?
I mean, for my squad, I mean Tua, Brandon Ayuk. I mean, Pollard has been dog shit for me, and so is Barkley.
Yep.
The tight end from Philly, Goddard, just finally woke up, but. Yeah, I mean it's. I picked up Herbert but then he got hurt.
The running back.
Yep, I got Gibson too, who's not even a running back anymore. Now he's like a wide receiver for Washington, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, I picked up Barrios too from Miami, trying to get that wide receiver. That shit didn't work out for me this past weekend, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tua and Ayuk. I mean, I got Metcalf. But I need more from freaking Tony Pollard, man. This guy, I didn't love drafting him, but yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
It is what it is.
It is.
I'll give you the quick scoop, fam. Unless you got anything else. What else?
Nah. I don't want to hear any more on my teams.
Your other team? What's the other team? You got any other teams?
Nah, that's it, man. I just got this. This league here that I just mentioned with Tua, that's the league that I have with the F boys. Yep. And I didn't even talk too much about the league that we're in with the sleeper league. It's just so bad.
Oh, that's it. That's the 2 leagues you're in. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, I just got 1-1. Yep.
Awesome. I thought you were in you dropped the other one. You dropped one league.
I used to be in Greg's league, but then like he stopped doing it or whatever or something like that.
Wow. All right.
Or I didn't get the invite. I don't really know.
Diablo. Check your spam. Shout out to Bull in the Circle League. Been going on forever. 5-0 in that league right now, fam. Just putting up a ton of points right now. My team crushing. I don't even want to say nothing.
Yeah, say nothing.
I don't even want to say nothing. So doing
Nope.
well. Last week I beat the Birdman 132-97. So just put the beat down on him real quick. But yeah, team 5-0. Next closest team is 3-2. Sitting pretty. Had some good luck. On to the next one. My other team is Fire in the Hole, and that's in the Wood League with Eddie and these guys. Patrick, Kirk is actually in both leagues. Todd, these guys. Todd is actually right now in first place. He's 5-0. Debo's bitches. I'm in fifth place. I have the most points for. So again, I'm putting up points in every league. So sometimes it's just like, it's just not happening. I'm not getting the W's. It's not transferring. But
complete
in fifth
opposite
place,
for me. I'm like duds.
Yeah, in fifth place right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at there. But more to follow on the fantasy stuff. We'll try to get, we'll carve out some more time as the shows go on. Get a couple more shows in under our belt, and just kind of, fam, we have to take some time off. So here we are.
Nah, that's it. You tried doing 94 shows.
Let's jump into Let's jump into the OT. Really, what the people are here for. Life stories. We jumped into a little bit of life before, ups and downs, ins and outs, fam. Out to eat, traveling. What do you got, fam? Went to Disney. Was in the airport.
Wow.
Airports are crazy, fam.
Man. Honestly, I'm
planes are crazy.
I'm good with flying like once every 2 years.
Everyone's just like on their nerves. Like everyone's got on edge, fam.
Everyone's busy, fam. Everyone's busier than the other.
There's no common, if here in this airport you got to take off your belt and all your stuff. The other airport you have to do. The kids don't have to take off their shoes, but it's like, bro, there's no
protocol, fam.
But there's no standard.
Know when people like haven't traveled. Like I'm definitely I don't travel a lot, so like my shit be sitting there. People are like, yo, can you like move it along, buddy? It's like I don't want to.
Fam, we went to people walking.
Mad.
Everyone just walks wherever they walk. People stop. Just throwing the brakes like right in the middle of the row, right in the middle of the So don't even get me going on that, fam. But what do you got? What's been happening in your world?
I mean, fam, I'm not like a handyman at all. Like I got honestly like on a scale like 1 to 10, like I'll be Kendra didn't marry me for like my handy skills. I'll tell you that right now, because I'm not. I guess where I'm leading into this is obviously shit around the house that needs to get done. You know what I'm saying? But this thing, this morning, fam, it was ain't nothing nobody can do unless you're a freaking plumber. And it's really like water pressure and shit. Like, what do you do about that? There's nothing you can do at that time in the morning. I'm just sitting there like, I mean, what really, water pressure, you put it on, it's like, bro, it's like so low this morning. And, I'm just, the stuff like that irks me, because it's like,
where did that water go? Like, what's that pressure?
I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. We're in a condo association, so my thought was like, well, let me see if there's anyone else. But
you throw it out there, anyone else?
Yeah, but who the hell am I gonna check in with like 6:15 in the morning? Like, hey, how's your water pressure? So, whatever, low water pressure. Obviously, to find out what the hell the problem is, you got to get a plumber in here, because again, I'm not handy. So like, but what do you do? What do I do? I start checking pipes? Like, you don't even want me near pipes, fam. Like, go check the circuit breaker. Like, you don't want me near that stuff. So, I'll be the first one to admit it. Like, again, I'm sure dudes would probably be looking at like shame. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's.
We all have our strengths for sure. We all have our strengths
for sure. I got a lot of strengths, but that ain't one of them, fam. I'm not a handy person. I got a roof over my head.
I know what I'm not.
Basement. Yeah, exactly. I know what I'm not, fam.
I
know what I'm not, and
I
also know what I can afford.
I can bang. What's the final outcome, fam?
I mean, the outcome is it's not
TBD.
Well, this is not health and safety. This is not health and safety. This is not an emergency. My hot water's working. My ass just got to deal with some low pressure.
That's it.
In the morning, fam. I mean, the water needs to be hot. So that was my thing. Kendra made it seem like the water wasn't hot. She's like, "Oh, you don't even want to get in the shower." She's like, "You're just gonna get even more mad." Like, What the fuck does that mean? Like, I need to go take a shower. Like,
yo, that's all right. Maintain with that. You know, we'll work on it. You know what I'm saying? More to follow on that one.
Probably like a week, a low pro, maybe more, but that's where I'm at, fam. That's what I got.
Unbelievable. We're gonna need an update on that.
I got you.
Yeah, not too much here on my end, fam. Like I said, just the Disney stuff, man. Disney's a crazy place. Yo, all people from all over the world.
You're not going.
Yo, people from all over the world, fam. Like, you know, different customs and different, I don't know, just like, you know, different.
Not truly all walks of life.
All walks of life. So it's like, wow, like you know, you do that little thing about the wrestling, like, yo, stinky people. It's hot in Orlando, fam. It's muggy.
It's Florida.
Again,
fam.
people walking. There's no like everyone walk on the right side. It's like, yo, we're walking wherever we can walk. You know what I'm saying? There's strollers all over the place. Mad people in carts all over the place. So yo, just mayhem, fam.
I'm such a Northeast snob.
I'm not with that.
Nah.
I'm not with the heat. I'm not with it's like it's hard to breathe heat.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
chokes.
This is when people take a siesta heat. You know what I'm saying? So this we need to stay inside and have some cheese and crackers.
It's crazy.
So take a little nap and watch, you know, like Wheel of Fortune or something.
Big
Disney,
facts.
bro, flying. You know, like people getting up like right when the plane lands and like trying to get off this. It's like, just again, people just reckless. There's no laws when it comes to flying and traveling. It's like, there's all bets are off, fam. So every man for himself. It's no hold bar. No hold bar.
Putting luggage on the top part of your like seat, like what? Like what? Like fam, no thanks.
Checking luggage, fam? No thanks.
Yeah, the preparation that has to come into traveling, you know,
it's too much.
Like, we gotta. I'm like, listen, I don't.
It's a lot.
Fam. I don't. Whatever we gotta do, you know.
Checking in for flights. Yo, A group come, B group come. All that, it's mayhem, fam. So I don't, it's my 2 cents again. Rip Pod in the house, episode 95, man. Lots going on.
No travel vouchers. No,
make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, fam. Please tell them. Hit that bell button.
Hit the like button. Subscribe. You know, we're marching towards 100. I heard Lucas got to be on. So you know what I'm saying. If we got the man said he got to be on. The man got to be on. So, we're here.
Got to put him on.
Shout out to your grandfather. Shout out to my cat, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to all the listeners, all the supporters. We appreciate you. Rip Pod back in the house. Fall season here. You know, donut season, cider season.
Yeah, ice spice munchkin, all that. Come
on, we're here. So appreciate all the love and support, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe.
Thank you, everybody.
You know, give us some feedback, what you think about this episode. We went all over the place. We appreciate it, man. As always, victorious, man. Vic, keep doing your thing. And we're gonna flip this episode around October 10th here. It's about 11:15 on the East Coast.
Yeah, boy.
Come on, 2023, fam. Shimon. Yo, that's it. Episode 95, fam. Peace.
Gotta get out of here.
Yo, appreciate it, guys. Catch you. Peace.
See you next time.